We're excited to start a new series here on Living 808 called A Life of Joy with Huguette Montesinos Rodriguez, who's the CEO of Dysfunction Magazine and a coach.
Yeah, this series is a resource that will help guide women to a more joyful and fulfilling life.
Today on Living 808, we are going to spend some time talking about something that is very important, especially right now. That's joy. And we had the pleasure of talking with someone who's a bit of an expert on guiding us in this journey. It is Huguette Montesinos of Dysfunction, the CEO of Dysfunction, which we're going to explain in just a bit. But nice to see you. Thanks for joining us, Huguette.
Thank you for having me, Tanya. It's such an honor.
Well, tell me more about your background and Dysfunction so we can explain to everyone exactly how you can help them.
Absolutely. So Dysfunction as a whole is a movement for women. And so the actual concept started with a print magazine, which has been running for about 10 years or so. We now transitioned into a digital platform. So it's entirely digital in terms of the magazine content, the editorial content. But through that, we've also developed some of the personal development and personal growth elements, which are the Radical Woman Roadmap coaching program that I have and the Radical Heart Healing program. And so we go through a lot of different experiences in life. And one of the things that was important to the Dysfunction platform as a whole was to build a life that is based on inside out standards versus the outside in. So we tend to get so influenced by everything that's going on around us, but really we don't take enough time to seek what's inside of us, how we're wired, what truly makes us happy. And so that's really the concept of why we built Dysfunction as a whole.
And why did you want to get into this? So what inspired Dysfunction?
Well, you know, I think for years I've had a fascination with the way that people, one, think, but also the way that they troubleshoot through life. So throughout most of my journey with my intimate friends and just walking through life in different seasons with people, I would always have this fascination with being able to step into their world and essentially troubleshoot. Most people can't really figure out the steps when they're in the problem, but a lot of times you can look from an outside view, and I would be so fascinated by stepping into people's lives and helping them figure out step A, step B, step C, almost as if you're reading a book or watching a movie. You're sort of getting yourself into somebody else's life and somebody else's story. So that's basically how it all started.
Well, I want to shift to joy and getting there because a lot of people are sabotaging or having problems with that because they're worrying too much or they're anxious. So this is something that you've been focusing on.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, this concept of joy is so fleeting for so many people and everybody wants it, but it's kind of this huge mystery that people don't know how to get it. And the truth is, when we look at research, when we look at studies, most people are actually terrible predictors of what will actually make them happy. So they assume if I get this, if I do this, if this happens, then I'm going to be really happy. And we actually see that time and time again, whether it's with some celebrities or people that we know that seem to have it all. And then all of a sudden on the back end, you realize what's going on? Why are they still depressed? Why are they still sometimes even in a state of emotional downfall that they can't even move? And so there's so much around this concept of happiness that seems to be a myth to so many people, and that's why we're going to get into it and demystify.
You talk about something called, is it an emotional worry session? So that stood out to me. Explain to me how we should incorporate that and exactly what that is.
Sure. So many people tend to experience a sense of overwhelm and anxiety, right? And especially during these times. I mean, this is kind of triggering more than ever. So what ends up happening is when we are in a state of overwhelm or of anxiety, it's normally around things that are sort of lingering in our mind. And so the idea of a worry session or a worry dump is something where you take all this energy that your brain is constantly exerting. It's focusing on these little tasks that you're never accomplishing. And so what that ends up doing is draining energy from your brain, from your body, and from your overall life, which creates a huge decline in your emotional state. So what I recommend is when it comes to this idea of a worry dump, is that first of all, you need to acknowledge what kind of worry you're experiencing. So there's something that's a task-based worry, and there's something that's a fear-based worry. So when it's a task-based worry, it's things that you have to do, things on your to-do list, right? Like I have to do my taxes, I have to call this person. So when it comes to the task-based worry, you want to make a list of what are those things. You want to set aside some time and you want to make a list of what those things are. Then once you do, then you designate a certain amount of time to each of those tasks. Granted, you want to be realistic with that. And then you also want to finalize little steps. Because a lot of times we see these big tasks and they seem monumental, so we paralyze and we don't want to do it anymore. So what we want to do is look at what are the little tasks between that big task, and then we break it down into mini steps, right? So that's the task-based worry. Now, when it comes to fear-based worry, It's just things that we're like, what if this happens or what if that happens? They're based on more of an emotional, spiritual place. So when it comes to the fear-based worry, you want to pick a time and a day of the week to say, okay, I worry about that on Thursdays at 3 p.m. And so anytime the worry comes into your mind or that fear comes into your mind, you're like, nope, I've designated time for that. And what ends up happening is when you get to that day and time, you realize most of the things you were worried about and the things that were weighing you down never actually ended up happening. And research shows that about 99.8% of things we worry and stress and are anxious about never end up happening. We're just wasting our time and energy on useless stuff.
Well, that is reassuring to a lot of people. If they want to find out more, tell us your YouTube channel or how they can follow along.
Absolutely. So on YouTube, I am Huguette Montesinos. They can find it very easily through my name. And then we also have the Dysfunction platform where I share a lot of articles and I also share the videos on there, which is dysfunctionmagazine.com.
Right. Huguette, thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure talking with you and getting some of the don't sweat the small stuff out of the way.
Right. There's time for that.
No time for that, but right now we do have time to dig deeper and address some of those issues might be holding you back from getting a really fulfilling life or focusing on the wrong things. So it's great to have someone like that. It really just puts it into a different perspective. And we do live in one of the most beautiful places in the world, too.
And while we say for women, this is something that everybody can really take to heart.
Absolutely. Kids, too. You know, gratitude journal.
Yep.
There's so many studies about the positivity of that. So we look forward to learning more from her. That was just segment 1. So there'll be much more to come here on Living 808. Now, here's